So what we have here is the rear brakes for my 2004 Denali. This aluminum caliper. I bought them. They're power stop. There is a difference. I bought it they didn't have the power stop kit with powder coated red calipers for the rear end that's in this truck. It's a Quadrasteer rear end, which uses I think it uses the HD brackets. So these are the brackets that come with it. You can see it would mount here. Brackets that come on the Quadrasteer truck are here. So it would look like this. You can see the difference where these mount holes are right here and these are here. These are in the same spot. So I took an existing bracket off of the Quadrasteer truck and I powder coated it, and you're not gonna be able to tell, but the color in this one it looks like it is off a little bit. The one I powder coated is a little bit redder, darker. I have new rotors I'm put on, cross-drilled and slotted rotors from powerstop. Gonna put those on. New caliper. The rear brakes. These rotors are shot. This groove, big time groove here, and you can tell these rear brakes have never been done. I mean, the drums have definitely never been off, and I can almost guarantee these pads have never been changed. The little washer on here that the factory puts on to hold the drums in place, or the rotors, it's still here. There's two of them. And these things are not going to go back on. Oh my God. So just destroy them. I'm replacing the brake lines also. That's got regular brake lines, rubber lines. Like I said, these things, 2004, it's all original stuff. I'm taking the caliper off. I have to bleed the brakes. I'm just going to do new lines. The lines look like they're okay, but might as well. There's some kind of bracket sitting here that stops me from getting the bolts off of the bracket that hold the caliper on. So I'm going to take that off. 12 mil down here. Seems like it's 14 up here. And then this bracket comes out. I don't know what it's done. I guess it stops stuff from going into the rear axle. That's the only thing I can think of. I'm gonna take the brake line off. I have a bucket sitting underneath it, so it'll catch all the fluid. Shouldn't be much left. I did the front brakes, and a lot of it came out. I did the other side already. Take the top part off. All right, that's off. Now I can take this off. Take the clip off. Try to take the clip off, then have it go flying. Ah, got it. Okay, that's one brake line. Now I can get to these bolts back here. They are 18s. One. Oh. Okay, now let's see if this caliper comes off. No. Pry it off. Huh. Yeah. These pads. There's no life left on them. So you can see it there. Take the rotor off. Well, my plan was to replace these shoes, but they look fine. And the other thing is, I'll show you the new one, what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. So it goes on there. There's no way to get it. Yeah. What it looks like is you have to take the hub off to change the brake liner. And I don't want to take the hub off. If you spread it, I can't spread it. So I'm not gonna do them. The liners look fine. If I ever do the hubs, then I'll do them. But right now, I'm not doing them. What I will do is spray the heck out of this and get it as clean as I can. That's it for that can. So check this out. I have this cool little holder for the straw. It doesn't help when you drop it, but in case you're spraying and the straw shoots off, it doesn't shoot off anywhere. I got it from Amsoil. They sell these little holders. Now, I need to put the new rotor on. I'm gonna get a fresh rag, grab the rotor, I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna clean it down here. Put this on. Get the caliper and brake pads. I'm gonna take the bracket and put the bracket on. There's these two big bolts. All right, that one seems tight. I'm hanging on it. Put this bracket back on now. So the only reason I took this bracket off was so I could get those bolts off because it's in the way. Okay, now I'm gonna put the caliper on. Oh, let me put the clips first. Clips. They're just wear clips. Instead of it wearing the bracket, it wears these clips. I'm just gonna apply some lube on the surface where the brake pad will touch in here. And also, I gotta do it on the pins. Let me see, the pins are in the old bracket. Let's see if I can should be able to just pull them out. But they're all greasy, so it's not coming out. Let me just try this. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna put some of this goop on there. This is ceramic silicone brake component lubricant. There's some on here. I don't know, it's like silicone or something, but I'll put this other stuff on there too. Now, put the pads on, which are right here. There. Got it. And it looks good. All right, now the caliper can go on. Okay. That's it for putting the brakes on. Now I have the new brake line and new washers. And these new copper washers. One goes on the bolt through the hose connector, and one goes on the other side. And you screw it in. There's one more brake line I'm going to change, just because I have it. So what I do is, like, I'll get it snug, the regular wrench, and I'll get it flared, and I'll put it on there and tighten it. Now there's another one, this rubber line, you can see it right here. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. So there's a brake line that goes from here to here, and it's bolted to the rear differential. So I have to unscrew, there's two screws here, or two bolts that I'm going to undo. First one I'm going to do is I'm going to measure, when I get the new one, and make sure it looks like it's the right length. Which I don't think it is, but let's see. So it goes here, and it goes up here. Oh, maybe. And it goes up there. Yeah, it'll work. Alright. So it looks like it's probably just another 9/16 here. I'm going to use the flare. I'm looking at this brake line. It looks like it's bent. Well, it came loose. It's leaking. Alright, let's see if I can get the other one off. And that one's coming off too. So I'm going to continue to loosen them up. It's giving me a little trouble because the line's bent. Now, that was the easy part. Hard part is get my head up in here and see what the heck's going on. All right, let's see. This would be loosening it. There we go. All right. All right, it's out. Just gonna take this clip out. Okay, got the clip out, and there we go. And then the brake line's coming out. Okay, so now let's just do reverse. New brake line comes up. It goes in. Put the clip in. Oh yeah, really stuck in here now. All right, check it out. Rear brakes are done. Put the new line in. I wound up having to hold the brake line, and the other one I had to use the 2 wrenches on it, and it was not cross-threaded, but it was real close. It was just a tight connection the whole way, and so that's the connection I had to do. But all the new brake lines are on. New brakes are on. So now I'm gonna put the wheels back on and lower it down. I lowered the front. I put drop spindles in the front, and I can adjust it a little bit with the torsion bar. I'm gonna put the wheels on, put it on the ground. I bled the brakes. All I did was I just had the 1-man bleeder. Put in a bleeder valve, let it hang here. Pump the brakes a couple times, and I tried to flush out most of the old stuff. But anyway, we'll see how it works. Hey, what's up? Keith here, KG's Garage. This video was about me finishing the brakes on this 04 Denali. It's under a cover now because it's parked here. The only thing that it looks like I left out on was that after I did all this, after I lowered it and did all that stuff to it, I did put new shocks on it, and then it was bottoming out. So then also what I had to do was put some shock extenders on there to move the shock. The shock was too much of an angle from the stock points. So there's an extender that moves it so it's more upright, so it gets a little bit more travel. It was bottoming out all over the place. Oh, the other thing was on the rear, there was a pad that I had to cut off, and I put a little nub up there. I'm going to see if I can put the camera under there and see if we can look at it to show you what I did under there. It's got to pull this cover up a little bit. All right, let's get underneath here, and I'll try to show you the shocks and the extender and that little bump stop. Let's see if we can get it. All right. So you can see the new shock there, the black shock. Up here, I'm gonna have to brighten this up, huh? So right there on the frame, you have the frame right here. Follow the frame, and then you'll see a little bump stop there. I put that little bump stop there. There was like a big bracket hanging out there. I took that off, because what it was a bracket and then a bump stop. So now it just is a bump stop. And let's see, I don't know if you can see it, but up there there's should be an extended shackle or shock extender to push this shock so it's more upright. So what happens is it connects down here. It connects down here, and it was connecting way, and the angle was way too bad. So I put one of those shock extender deals. And for some reason, when I did the shocks and the extender and that nub, either I lost the footage or I didn't take footage of me installing that. But anyway, it wasn't that hard, that big of a, it wasn't that hard. That bracket, I think there was 2 brackets to pull that the bracket off, and then the shock extender was just, you bolt it up there instead of the shock, and then you take the shock and bolt it to that. And that's that. Actually, I could probably show you what the stock bracket looks like. Cause I have my truck over here, my other Quadrasteer truck, or yeah. Oh, let's see. Should be easy to see on this guy. All right. Well, this one's different. It's got this big rubber thing here. Wow. But you can see there's a bolt here. Actually, it's not even a bolt. But you can see it's mounted here. I don't know, it's like rubbery. It might be a nut on the other side. But you can see how the shocks, so this is a stock, this is 2500. Mounts here. Mounts up here. What the heck is this? Okay, whatever. And so it mounts right here. That shackle pushes it out, so it's over here. When you lower the truck, this angle gets really bad on this shock. So it moves it out so it's more straight. Oh, anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Those videos are about 2 years old, maybe. When I bought this truck, and I decided, I started doing a whole bunch of work to it. I had to do the rear end because it wouldn't move with that rear end that was in there. So I did the rear end, and then figured while I had it apart and on the lift, I would just take care of the brakes because those were shot. I do have another video coming out. I swapped out the front differential. So I swapped out the front differential on this thing. I do have the parts to do a 4L80E conversion. The reason why this thing's sitting for so long is the transmission shot. I was driving it for a while, and transmission got worse and worse and slipping. But it stopped. Now it stopped shifting into third. So I have a 4L80E. Bought all the stuff to do it. I have a new transfer case. Put in this thing, and that's the next step. So there'll be a video about the front diff, and then I have to go do the work and film for the transmission, and I'm gonna do the transfer case at the same time since it's right back there. So look forward to that. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna know when I'm gonna get to it. I got other projects sitting around here. So this is one of them. I want to get this one going and driving because I could actually use this. I mean, it's a truck. I can put stuff in it and drive around and use it as a truck. Tow something if I wanted to. It'd be real cool to. Oh, yep. Spoiler: I got another vehicle. So I don't want to spoil the new vehicle until I come out with the video. But it's a rear-wheel drive, 6-speed manual. So that's a hint. All right. So thanks a lot for watching. If you like what you see, you want to see more of this truck, you want to see more of what's going on here with the RV, the G8, that white truck will probably. That's the work truck. I just use it all the time. Cobalt SS has to get fixed. I want to do a restoration on that Sonoma GT, kind of, underneath restoration, get it running and driving. I'm going to leave the outside how it is. There's a teal Typhoon back there that needs the whole thing done. That Opal, that's getting out of here. I'm going to get that Opal running. There's that black car back here. This is a black car right here. I'm gonna get that thing running and then ship it out here, get it, sell it, or whatever I get for it. And then there's that red. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with it. Originally, what I was gonna do was gonna take the cab and the bed and put it on this teal one, because this teal one has rotted cab and everything else. But I think I'm just gonna leave the teal how it is. Maybe turn that red one into a trailer. Cut it and just, because I have a bed, put it on the frame and do that. The other thing I'm thinking of is, you know, like some old Chevy pickup truck, because I have the S10 frame. Get rid of that and put the pickup truck on there. But that's, I don't know. I got too many other projects. So anyway, all right, thanks once again. This is Keith from KG's Garage. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of this truck, like I explained with the modifications that are coming to it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you can be alerted when the new videos come out. And if you have any comments or anything, go ahead. I answer all the questions I can. What else? And if you like the videos, hit like, share them, tell your friends, you know, whatever. Thanks a lot. I'll see you later.